Hello, good evening. How are you today? It is Monday, it is October the 3rd, and it's time for our monthly YouTube live stream. Yay! How are you today? Hi Rob, good to see you. I hope you've had a good day. I hope you've had a good bank holiday. I hope you've had a nice time. I've had a good day. Mildly productive, just how I like it, you know. Just how I like it. I'm excited for our stream. It doesn't feel like it was long ago that our last one was. I'm not sure why. Sometimes you get months like that, don't you? Sometimes you get months like that. They just fly by. Had some stream fun in the morning. Yay! Yes. Rob was at my Twitch live stream this morning. It was very good to have you here, Rob. And Fortnite fun. Oh, yes, you played some Fortnite. That's cool. I played a little bit of Fall Guys before dinner. It was fun as well. I got to one final round in Fall Guys, so I was very happy. But yep, I hope you had a good day. I hope you've had a good weekend. And just a reminder to be on live chat as opposed to top chat. On the chat thing, I think it's... Nope. Is it there? Is it there? Is it there? Guess it depends what you're on. But wherever you are, if you got chat, you'll be wanting live chat instead of top chat. Will Leah get her electricity back? Stay tuned. Next Monday, 8 a.m. Twitch.tv/quietasmouse. And you will see. Carolyn, good to see you. I'm good, thank you. I've had a good day. How have you been? I hope you slept well. You're always on live chat, Rob. Cool. I always switch to live chat, but then I pop out the chat, so it's on a different window when I'm streaming, and then it goes back to top chat, and I have to remember to switch it to live chat once it's popped out. So there we go. That's a fun story. Just woke up at like 1:30. Oh, cool. Then perfect timing, Carolyn. Perfect timing. I hope you slept well. Same for me with the chats. I'm like, I've already moved it. I've already changed it to live chat. But of course, I had not. I had changed it when it was in a different place. I wish live chat was the default though. Surely it's better. Surely more people stream to fewer people than people streaming to thousands of people, you know? So you'd think that the default would be for the most people. Did I say that right? I was confusing myself in the middle of my sentence, and wasn't sure that I was saying it right. Didn't fall asleep till like 7 a.m, but got plenty. That's good, that's good. Now you got the whole rest of the afternoon ahead of you. Green Machine, how are you? It's good to see you. I hope you've been keeping well. Something with people, yep. I hope you had a good September, and I hope you're having a good start to October. I'm looking forward to October. I really have become such an autumn fan as the years have progressed. I used to not like the cold. I used to not like Halloween. I used to, you know, not like the slippy leaves on the ground. But now I'm like, oh good, I can wear a jumper. And, you know, Halloween's fun. And aren't the leaves pretty? It's all changed. Pat, hello. How are you today? You're perfect timing, do not worry. I hope you've been well. I hope you had a good weekend. You've been picking apples, but that's about all that's good so far this month. Oh, it's a good thing. That's a good thing. Oh, what sort of apples? That's cool. I've never picked apples before. That seems very exciting. I've picked strawberries before. That's all of my fruit picking experience. Very well, yay! I'm glad. Me too. Looking forward to a nice October. Gala apples. They had others too. That's cool. I used to have gala occasionally. My favourite was a Golden Delicious back in the day when I used to eat apples. But I'd get a gala if that was not an option. The leaves yeah, I love the leaves, Rob. I love the leaves in autumn. Good evening, Shelley. How are you? It's good to see you. I hope you've had a good day. Apple trauma, yes. I can no longer eat apples. I ate too many apples when I was younger, and now I just don't ever want apples. I think I don't think I've had an apple this year. Probably one or two the year before. Still hate the horror side of Halloween, but I love the gothic-y ghost story side of Halloween, like Tim Burton slasher movies. Yeah, I'm not too big on the horror side of Halloween, but I like, costumes, and it's when MCM Comic Con is. So, when I used to go to that every year, I had like the connotation of that being on. So I like that. We also have the clocks going back, which is the good one, where you get the extra hour of sleep. That's always good. And it's just right before my birthday, so it's just become a really good thing to me in my head. But yeah, not the horror side. I'm also not a big fan of like trick-or-treating, either being the person trick-or-treating or being the person visited by the trick-or-treaters. I don't like that. Golden Delicious were always problematic, usually too soft. Crikey, they were my favourite. The sweets, yes, the sweets are good. An excuse for sweets is good. I agree, Shelley, I agree. Yeah, I think I've had my, lively apple dosage. I think you're right, Rob. Yep. I ate an apple a day for most of the first 18 or so years of my life. You prefer sour apples, or I'm a big fan of the sweet ones. My sweet tooth has lessened as I've got older, but I do still have a sweet tooth. Good evening, Phil. It's good to see you this evening. I hope you've been well. Even no apple cake. I mean, I have apple juice. I'd have things with apples in it. If there was an apple, on the table and it was going to go off if I didn't eat it, I would eat it. But I just don't choose an apple anymore. It's like tuna sandwiches. I had tuna sandwiches every day for many years, and now I very rarely would have a tuna sandwich. You know when you're a bit of a fussier eater when you're younger, and you end up eating a lot of the same things. I have found that those things that you ate a lot of when you were a fussy eater are not so appetizing once you stop being a fussy eater. I've yet to crochet pumpkins, as they are everywhere online. Oh, that's a nice aesthetic, Shelley. That's a nice aesthetic. Although if you put them on the porch, they'd probably blow away. Going around and knocking on people's doors make me anxious. Exactly, Carolyn. That's not the bit for me. Not the bit for me. Sour apples make good pies, yes. Yeah, you need a good cooking apple for an apple pie. Honey crisp apples, ooh, lovely. Crochet pumpkin fatigue, everywhere. Are they everywhere? You don't like apples to eat anymore, Phil? Honeycrisp are okay, that's cool. I've never had Honeycrisp, to be honest. Yeah, hope you've had a good day. Felt exactly as Rob says. Tuna every day. Definitely don't do that. You'll get too much mercury. Or no. Well, not anymore. It was only a tuna sandwich. It wasn't a ton of tuna. It was very kind, Rob. It was very kind. Eat uppers every once in a while, but these days I prefer them sliced because of my bottom retainer. Yeah, much harder to eat with a retainer, I imagine. They're good round here and don't knock if you don't have a pumpkin outside. That's good. Oh, that's good. So there's an unwritten rule that the pumpkin is the sign of the welcomingness of trick-or-treaters. I lost the sentence halfway through. I couldn't figure out how to say what I was trying to say. Hopefully you got the gist. Honeycrisp are often sweet, but almost always tart and big. Yeah, too much of one thing is never good. But hey, you know, I was a fussy eater as a kid. At least I ate something. Trick or treat. Yeah, there we go. That's a much better way of saying that. Yep. I can't even remember what I said anymore. I blocked it out of my brain. But yes, that's what I meant. Yep. Welcomingness, I think, was the word that I went for. Oh dear. Well, I'm going shopping tomorrow. Maybe I'll try and get some Halloween candy. It's a good word. It's certainly an interesting word. Yep. Photo of me as a child with 3 red apples. Oh. I don't think there were any pictures of me with apples. Jack-o'-lantern would definitely draw them in, but if the porch light is on, they'll come regardless. Yeah, porch light. True. That's the, I think it's similar around here, Green Machine. Although, haven't seen so many trick-or-treaters in the last few years. I mean, maybe that's a COVID thing, but I think that even before COVID, it was dying down in my neighbourhood. I think these things go through phases, don't they? Trends. If a group of kids are doing it, all the kids want to do it, you know? And if nobody's doing it, they don't bother. Oh, crikey, one in both hands. That's quite the photo, Rob. Quite the photo. Is anybody forced to go apple robbing at a Halloween party when they were young? Thank goodness I never had to do that, so gross. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think when I was a kid, we didn't really do Halloween very much in the UK. Have I imagined this? Any other UK people? But it really wasn't till I got into secondary school when Halloween stuff started. And, yeah, no, never really had Halloween parties. So thank goodness, Carolyn, because I would not be a fan of that. My mum's road is only older people now. Yeah, I feel like the neighbourhoods age a bit, don't they? Playing video games. I mean, I'm with them. Carolyn, not me. Ah, oops. When I was younger, there were tons of kids, but they have all moved. Think Halloween definitely more popular than the US. Yeah. I'd agree with that, Pat. I'd agree with Pat. Halloween's always been huge here. I only knew that apple thingy from movies. I've had a toffee apple before. I think around Halloween. And a chocolate apple, which was much better. But I've never had a bob for an apple. So that's something. But yeah, I've only been to one Halloween party and it wasn't for very long. just were in costumes, went trick-or-treating, went home. That's the extent of my Halloween experience. Until I started going to Comic-Con. That would be my Halloween celebration from then on. And the bonus is, when you're going home in cosplay, doesn't look that weird. Don't really get so many odd looks when it's Halloween. Never had a chocolate apple. Far better than a toffee apple because they don't hurt your teeth. You know? Much softer experience. Sometimes do toffee apples at bonfire night. Oh, interesting, Shelley. Interesting. I think I got mine at a fair. Never been the party guy. Me neither, Rob. Me neither. Epitome of autumnal. Yes. Now I want to find myself a chocolate apple. Just think Halloween is chaos. There is a lot of Halloween now. There's definitely a lot of Halloween. You liked Halloween parties in college. That's cool, Green Machine. Do people dress up? Where we're living at the moment doesn't have many trick-or-treaters. Oh yeah, it's that bit, Carolyn. It's the awkward bit. That's the bit that I don't like. Yeah, I've got no problems with, kids, having Halloween fun. But I just don't want to have to speak to them. Same as interacting with the adults when I was a trick-or-treater, yeah. Interesting costumes for college students. Oh, I can only imagine, Green Machine. I can only imagine. Yeah. I don't know. I've got myself a sort of onesie situation, so I might wear that at Halloween. A very lazy costume. I think that'll be my costume this year. I'll be a weasel. Will you wear any costume on the London convention? Not this time, Rob. Yeah, we're just going stealth this year. We're only going one day, so we'll just wear the normal clothes. Geeky clothes, but normal clothes. I'm also not sure what that word is. I mean, I can guess the vibe. Yeah, just as mouse and friend. Exactly, Rob, exactly. Yeah. It's a lot of people, so I'm gonna feel better, I think, if we can just avoid people and crowds. Indeed, Rob. I got that far. It's the bit in the middle. Really want it to be the Tim Burton Mad Hatter this year, but I don't think I can get a quality version of the costume together. Oh, well that explains it. Yeah, sexy's fine. That explains it. Will I attend special events? I don't know. I still don't know what's on. Maybe a panel. If there was a really interesting panel, might go. But otherwise, I think I'll just be walking around, exploring, looking at the stalls, trying lots of food. It's a bit of a MCM. Because it's near my birthday, I always have the excuse that I can get myself a birthday present. So I end up probably being more extravagant than I normally would. But hey, it's not very often. Ah, you weren't talking about that kind of interesting. I really can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. Yes, I want mouse art. Every time I go, I look for mouse art. Indeed. Fingers crossed. Definitely, if I find mouse art, it's coming home with me. 100%, Rob. I quite like it if there's like some K-pop stuff and some Critical Role stuff, maybe other D&D stuff. I'd like some new dice. If I talked about this in the last stream, I apologise. But it's very exciting to me. But yes, I might get some dice. I don't need new dice, but it's my first convention since I played D&D, so I feel like I need to mark the occasion. Or maybe something else, you know, D&D related. Are you dressed as 13th Doctor today? Not intentionally. Am I? I guess my t-shirt has a rainbow on it. Maybe a very closet cosplay, Phil. Maybe a very closet cosplay. Yeah, there's a lack of yellow suspenders. What are they called? What are they called? Can't remember. Yeah, the colours. Hadn't noticed similar colours until right now. But yeah, they are similar colours. I was going to make a 13th Doctor cosplay at one point. I never quite finished it. I couldn't get the trousers sorted. But I have the top. Like, I have the screen-accurate top with, you know, the rainbow. A friend sent it over all the way from the US because it was in a store over there. And I have the yellow suspenders. I just don't... They're called suspenders, but I feel like we call them braces. We mainly call them braces here. Do you love 13th Doctor costume? Her shirt always reminds me of the Pink Floyd Rainbow album colour. Suspenders. I feel like suspenders might be more US. Aren't suspenders... I think here suspenders are more for stockings here in the UK. Yeah, I was struggling to think of the name because I've heard suspenders more. So it was the only one I could think of. But I do have the braces, the yellow braces / suspenders, and I have the top, but I never figured out the coat, and I haven't figured out the trousers. And it's taken so long that now there's a new Doctor. So my cosplay, you know, progress over the last 4 or 5 years has been significantly less than my cosplay progress of the years previously. So, yeah, suspenders are a different kind of dressing up, yeah. But it's, you know, it's still a nice top. It's still a nice top. Although it's hand wash only, so I never wear it. Time does run, Rob. I wish it would walk sometimes. Just a gentle jog would be fine for me. And whatever. I know, right, Shelley? That's far too much faff. That's so much faff. Still haven't seen at the end of the previous Doctor Who season, so I still don't know who the new Doctor is. If we are, I'm not going to say then. Oh dear. You'll find out. Yes. Could get away with wearing that as a stealthy outfit for your trip. True. You chuck hand wash in on a wool cycle. Okay, maybe that's what I should do. It just looks, you know, it looks like it'll bobble. You know, It just really looks like it's gonna go into bubbles. Is that what you call them? Don't do as I do. Can't be held responsible. Okay, this is your disclaimer, Shirley. I like it. I like it. Pilling, yes. Pilling. There we go. At least you knew what I meant. That's good. This is the stream apparently in which I just cannot figure out the correct word and use a random other word that sort of works, and you all have to translate into, you know, actual English. So... oh dear. Hate pilling, yeah. I hate it too. It happens so much. And sometimes, you know, it's not even a top that has specifically fancy instructions. It's just normal instructions, and yet you put it in the wash, the normal wash that it says you can do, and it still goes into all the pilling. And then into American English. Exactly, exactly. It's just a whole lot of translation going on here, Green Machine. In this house, October is the month when me and Matt can't talk properly. Oh, okay, cool. That's good. I'll join that. You have your dictionary, Rob. That's good. Your frozen coffee drink you bought yesterday has now become just my cold coffee drink. Oh. That still sounds good, though. At least it's, you know, not become like lukewarm or something. Sweaters, yes. That's the worst, Karen. Acrylic yarn is murder for pilling. Oh no. Boo. Happens so much. Use American words as I was using British. I feel like it all just merges together, you know? We're like a worldwide community. It all merges. We're all constantly chatting to people from different countries, so it's inevitable that all of our vernacular is going to muddle together a bit, I think. You know, like when you've got a friend who just uses a particular phrase for stuff, like cool beans or something, you know, when something is good, and then suddenly it's just part of your day-to-day life, and suddenly you're saying cool beans all the time. That happened to me with cool beans. That's why that was the example I used. It was like, why am I saying cool beans now? Much prefer cotton yarn. It's harder to find though. I was with me mum at the weekend. Yeah. And we were looking for cotton yarn and it was so hard to find. It was in the fridge and I guess I should have put it in the freezer. Oops. Oh well. I hope it will still taste as good, Carolyn. Well, it's nice but high maintenance, and the non-scratchy stuff is usually too expensive for me. Nearly used a word in the Discord today. Rob. You have to go online. Okay, maybe that's what we'll have to do. Fascinated by some of the different words for the same thing. It is really fun. I agree, Carolyn. I really agree. Wool Warehouse or Lovecraft. Okay, I'm going to write that down because that seems like something that I am not going to remember and that is going to be very important. There we go. Wool Warehouse or Lovecraft. Thank you, Shelley. My mum got a crochet book where you can make bugs. And, you know, it's quite little and intricate, so needs some specific wool, apparently. Okay, I checked my post before posting. That's cool. Hello, Pan. Life is okay here so far, thank you. Do you feel any change? Not much in my day-to-day life, but I guess it is quite a change. But hello! I hope you've had a good weekend. I hope you're having a good start to October. Yeah, fiddly. I think it is going to be fiddly. Got all the yarn for Aloy on Wool Warehouse. Okay, cool. Shall we show crocheted Aloy again? Okay, Wool Warehouse. I feel like this is an excellent start for possible future insect and bug crochet projects. Torch for flashlight. Jumper. Where does jumper come from? Hope your new lawnmower isn't too heavy. It's okay. It's heavier than I thought. It's a little difficult to lift, but I think it'll be okay. I mean, I'm looking forward to not having a flex to deal with, you know? It wasn't a hen egg. But I want to show off always, Shelley. I can't wait till she has her tall neck with her as well. Yeah, I wonder where jumper does come from. Derivation of jumper. From the term jump, short coat, in sailor's jargon, probably from Scots English. Jupe, man's loose jacket or tunic. From Old French, from Arabic. I was hoping it would be simpler. Comes from the dialect jump or jup, meaning a man's short coat or a woman's underbodice. Phil loves to mention her a lot. As he should, Shelley. As he should. Yes, proud of your work. Very proud. Thank you for being so nice, yay. Still waiting for the warm golden autumn. Similar weather here. Rain, wind and a bit chilly. Similar here. Although it was colder last week and now it's a little warmer. You know, I went to winter coat last week and now I'm back in, raincoat and a jumper. So, slightly milder. Yeah, I thought it would be something to do with jumping, Shelley. I'm not gonna lie, but not at all, apparently. Other night I said to my brother it felt like October, a bit chilly and a bit creepy. Oh, I am looking forward to October. It's going to be good. Had a lot of rain, but for here so far it's mild. That's good. Sometimes you have to jump to get into them. Gonna spread my forces until it's truth. Yeah, we can do this between us. We can spread that and make that the official derivation of the word jumper. Pullover. Yeah, pullover makes sense. But I've personally never used the word pullover in my life. Do you think it's regional, the word pullover, or... Sweater. Yeah, to be honest, I prefer the word jumper to the word sweater, but neither makes a ton of sense. Jumpers are indeed called pullover in German. Yeah, there's definitely people in the UK that call them pullovers, but it's always interesting words. What about the word jerkin? Like, it's a word I never hear anybody use. Sweatpants, true. Or jogging bottoms. Sweater doesn't sound sweaty when you're growing up. True, yeah. Here we do say pullover, but with sweater because we differentiate between zip-up hoodies and pullover hoodies, but we never just say pullover unless talking about a car. It took me a couple of seconds to get that. I'm not on top form in the evening streams. I mean, I'm barely on top form in the morning streams, but... Is there any book or movie you came across this year that's a must in your opinion or you highly recommend? No, it's a good question. Let me think. Because I'm cheesy mouth, that's fine. Perfect. Yes, my hoodie is grey. My t-shirt is grey, but a different colour of grey. Everything is grey. I've seen a few good movies this year, and I'm trying to remember any of them now. I think I watched a couple of Marvel films this year. I quite liked them. It's times like this I wish my memory was better. Don't Look Up is a great movie. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. It's on my list. I know that everything in the world is on my list, but it's on my list. My current obsession is A Court of Fey and Flowers, as some of you will know because I've been talking about it non-stop. But that's a D&D series. So it doesn't work to the question. Don't Look Up is on your list too, Pam. Yes, I watched that little short film that you sent. Yes. I was like, I'm not going to put this on the list. I'm just going to watch it right now. New Thor wasn't bad. I don't think I haven't seen New Thor yet. I want to. Yeah, Parasite is pre-COVID. That was the last film I saw in the cinema. Parasite. March 2020 I saw it. But yeah, I loved that film. Andor, yes, that's on my list. That's coming soon. Currently watching She-Hulk. And I'm then going to watch Andor and Rings of Power. And there's 2 K-dramas that I want to watch. And I'll probably alternate between them. New Thor was a little too cringe for you, Green Machine. Yeah, Parasite is awesome, Pan. I love it. Arcane. Yep, I've only seen 1 episode of that. I'll have to get back to it. Andor gets great ratings. Cool. I really can't wait to see it. I am obsessed with Rogue One. Love it so much. Can't wait to see Andor. Parasite was brilliant, but I think I can only see it one time. It was so intense. Yeah, I wondered, to be honest, if it would be a one-time film for me, but I got it on DVD and I watched it again and I really enjoyed it. It's like Rogue One. It's on Netflix, Arcane. Didn't like the first episode of Andor, so I gave up with that one. Oh, that's a shame, Phil. That's a shame. Oh, I hope I like it. Fingers crossed. Oh, now I want to know what films I've seen this year. Oh, I have a way of finding them. Do enjoy She-Hulk. That wasn't what I expected. Oh, cool. Yeah, I quite like it. You know, it's not my favourite, but I quite like it. I have notes. So, specifically, these are the things I put in my favourites videos every month. So I'm going to have a look and see what is a good option. I am determined to have an answer to this question. Oh, I really like Tick Tick Boom. Tick Tick Boom's really good. Musical. And I liked Encanto. So apparently I've only really seen a few films this year. Rogue One is my favourite Star Wars film. Me too, Carolyn, me too. I'm so worried about Andor, but I hope we both love it. Yes, exactly my thoughts, Carolyn, exactly my thoughts. Recommend watching Don't Look Up ASAP. I saw it without even knowing what it was about, and that definitely made it better. I really want to see it. I will see it. Books are... I mean, I can definitely do books because I have not read a book. I haven't read a book this year. I haven't finished a book this year. Isn't that strange? I was going to say, isn't that awful? But I am no longer shaming myself for being out of the habit of reading, you know? I read all those Discworld books. Just sometimes you're not... Yeah, I've started The Midnight Library, but I have yet to finish it. I want to see Tick Tick Boom because I love Rent and Jonathan Larson's story so much, but I know I'm going to sob. No, it's good. It's really good. It's not super sad, Carolyn. I mean, you know, some elements are sad, but it's not a sad vibe in any way. I really, really loved it. You haven't read anything new this year? Okay. That makes me feel better, Green Machine. It's not just me. It's not just me. Okay, good to know. I also love the cast. Yeah, it's a good cast. But yeah, not a sad vibe from what I remember. I mean, like, it was a while ago I saw it, but I remember the fun script and lyrics and musical numbers. You know, so it hasn't. Although I'm sure there were sad elements. It definitely wasn't the full vibe. Busy with streaming and D&D. I know, but I used to make time to read, and now I make time to play Fall Guys and watch D&D things. But it makes me happy, so that's fine. Still read before bed, but usually nothing new. That's cool, Green Machine. I was never very good at reading before bed. It would make me not sleep because I've been thinking about the book. Like, I've tried to. I used to read when I commuted, but... Is there a book about a D&D group you could read? Exactly, Phil. That's the way I'll get back into reading. Watch World of Tomorrow. Yes. It is good. It is good. It is 15 minutes. Thought-provoking is what I would call it. I like short films that are quite imaginative, different. Yeah, exactly. It's good to have lots of options. Good to have so many options. But yeah, I don't know why I can't read before bed, because everybody says that's supposed to be good, you know, help you get to sleep well. And everybody says that, you know, being on your phone before bed is bad. But I find if I've watched, like, chill YouTube videos or D&D or something before bed, I sleep super well. But I can't read. Blood Meridian at the moment. Beautifully written. Oh, awesome. Thematically very dark. Ooh, I've not heard of that, Pat. That sounds cool. Don't read before bed anymore because it makes me sleepy and I end up having to reread what I read the next day anyway. As I'm listening to a book and it's so good I have to read till the end. Yeah. It kept me awake. Kept me awake. I agree it's difficult to read with so many modern distractions. Yeah. I definitely used to have an easier time getting myself to read. I read so much when I was, a teenager. I'd always have 2 books on the go. I'd have one book that I'd read when I was out and about, and then I'd have another book, normally a thicker, heavier book that I'd read just at home because it was more practical. So I'd always be reading 2 books. But there we go. And then I did the Quiet as Mouse book club for years. And I very rarely had an issue with keeping up with that. Just things happen, don't they? A light source. Yeah. But I very much enjoy it, Great Machine. Stopped reading in bed as I was falling asleep and drew all over my book. Oh no. Do you think we'll end Origins tomorrow? Assassin's Creed Origins. I don't know, Rob. I can no longer guess with Assassin's Creed games whether they're ending. I can't guess anymore. I have stopped trying to predict. Maybe we'll finish it like an hour into the stream. Maybe we've got 10 streams left. It's really hard. But after we do finish it, we're going to build the Lego Tornek the week after. So that's cool. We're so impressed with your Discord discourses. I'm very dedicated. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, I was determined to do that. Determined. I was hoping that it would get me back into reading, which it didn't, but I am very proud of it. And I had a great suggestion in comments a week or so back of me reviewing the oh no, I've forgotten the name. The new book by Rob. Oh no, my brain. Oh no. Anyway, I'll read that book that was recommended and probably do a Discord discourses about it. Probably. But yeah, I still have ideas for Discord discourses. Reading in bed isn't good either. It trains you to stay awake in bed. Oh, interesting. Have you searched for the villain, the tactics to defeat him? Do you know what? I actually did right after the stream, and now I can't remember what the result was, so I'm going to do that again before the stream tomorrow, Rob. A life with footnotes. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. My brain tonight has not been kind to me. It's very difficult to have a chatty stream when you just can't think of the words for anything. Thank you, Pat. Thank you for translating. But yeah, I thought that was quite an interesting idea, so I'm going to try and get that, and in fact I'm going to write that on my list of things to look for tomorrow. Yeah, by oh crikey, Rob Wilkins. There we go. Gotta go put my kids to bed. Have a great evening to you too, Pan. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by, and have a great week. Thank you for hanging out. Right, I've made my list. I'm going to look for A Life with Footnotes and a white pen. Yeah, it was great to see you. So yeah, it's by his assistant, Carolyn. So I think it's going to be good. I'm excited to read it. I might see if it's around tomorrow. The official biography. There we go. Going shopping tomorrow. There's a Inyo Sushi for their anniversary. They're putting some of the dishes on sale for like £1. So, gonna go get myself a cheap lunch. We'll look forward to the continuation of Discworld Discourses. Yay! Thank you, Pat. Thank you. I also look forward to it. I'm not sure when it will be, but there is more to come. Pikachu is obviously a no. Yeah, that's Pikachu's label. It's massive. It's as big as Pikachu is. But I don't want to remove it. Think the animation of Weird Sisters and Soul Music. Yes. Yeah, I can try and find those. I'm writing it down so I remember to look it up. Animation. Oh, I should write down about the research. Crikey. I have a list of things to do after this stream. I have homework from this stream. You're watching the current season of The Handmaid's Tale right now. Oh, cool, Green Machine. Is it good? I watched the first couple of seasons and then it stopped being easily available for me on TV. So I've had issues keeping up to date and I'm now not up to date. But I really liked it when I watched it. A review of the Discworld board game. I've never reviewed a board game before. I wonder what that would be like. I do have it, and I've definitely played it a lot. It scares you. Yeah, yeah, it is scary. I agree. Definitely agree, Green Machine. But yeah, I am happy with Discworld Discourses and doing all those videos. It was so fun. Sometimes, you know, I did get very close to being behind, and there were a few days where I had to read for like 6 hours. But it was really fun. It was so much fun doing that series. You reviewed a board game once in my fandom years. Oh, that's cool, Rob. I don't think I've ever reviewed a board game before. I'm not sure how I'd do it, but it's something to think about. Some more Discworld puzzles have been released, so I want to get them if I can. But they have so many Discworld puzzles and they're all so beautiful. Oh, you even still have the game. That's cool, Rob. I love board games, but I never get to play them in real life. I'm very happy about Tabletop Simulator allowing me to finally play all the games that I can't play in real life. Steam has lots of board games. I love board games. It's so much fun. You can play Steam board games with people on your stream. Oh, really? Is that a separate thing to Tabletop Simulator? That sounds fun. Oh, crikey, it's 5 to 8. Yeah, what's everybody's favourite board game? I love Carcassonne and Ticket to Ride. Lords of Waterdeep. Tabletop Simulator, they each have to own their own copy. Yeah, that's what I've been playing on. It does always go by too fast, Carolyn. You're right. But it's always fun. We started off talking about apples, and now we're talking about board games. Ticket to Ride is great, isn't it? It's so good. I've never played it in real life, but I play it on Tabletop Simulator. And there's also a video game version that was one of the free games on Epic Games once, so I have that as well, and that's also pretty fun. So that's on Epic Games, and I have Carcassonne as well as a video game version from Epic Games. Good old Epic Games. Like the analog version of Talisman, Tabletop Simulator has it. Oh, cool. Yes, that's actually, I've got that written down somewhere. I think you might have recommended that to me before. I'll have to find it out. Yes, we played Azul last Wednesday. Haven't quite got the hang of that, but it was fun. Love classics like Life, Monopoly, Sorry, Cranium, Trivial Pursuit categories. Yeah, I played Monopoly a few times, but it's so long. And I've played the game of Life. I think that was quite fun, from what I remember. But I don't think I've played any of the others, Carolyn. I'll have to get to it. Oh, seen it. Yeah, I think I had a seen it once. I think. Anyone played Eldritch Horror? I haven't. Anybody else here? Is it good? Is it scary? Oh, Cluedo. Love Cluedo. Cluedo was, when I was growing up, my favourite board games were Cluedo, Othello, and Mastermind. I loved those games. Probably have recommended Talisman. Oh, Talisman can be long. Yeah, I feel like I have it written down somewhere. I haven't played it on Tabletop Simulator yet, but hopefully I can find it. Want to learn Othello and Go. Yeah, Othello, there might be another version, but the one that I'm talking about is the one where it's discs and they're black and white and you go over it and it turns over. I think there might be a different version of Othello as well. But yeah, I really want to learn Go. Remember Mastermind too. Mastermind was cool. I've still got it. I've got a Mastermind. And chess, yes. I went for a stage, I went for a stage where I was commuting like 3 hours morning and night, and I was too tired to read. So I had like a chess app on my phone, and I taught myself to play chess, and I played chess for like 6 hours every day. And now I can't remember how to play chess. Anyway, so that was a fun story. So Little Geeky, it's what I imagine D&D be like without ever having played it. Ah, okay. That's cool. Interesting, Pat. Interesting. Reversey. Ah, right. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if it's one of those games that just has different names in different places, or... Yeah, D&D is a lot of fun. It's so much fun. My favourite thing... College friend and my twin have both tried teaching me chess, but I can't. Right? I just can't keep it in my head. Same thing with me, Carolyn. But like 6 hours every day, and I still can't play it. But I have a chess set now. I have a chess set. I feel like if I learn again, I'll learn it quickly because, you know, it should come flooding back. But if you ask me right now what all the pieces do, I could probably only tell you 2/3 of them. And I wouldn't remember which piece was the king and which was the queen. It was dedication. It was just... I don't know how to explain it, but it fried my brain so much. I couldn't read. I couldn't concentrate on stuff, but I could play chess. I couldn't concentrate on music, but I could play chess. I don't know how. I've never experienced something like that at any other time of my life. But, yep. I'll never forget how to play chess, but I haven't played in a long time. I need to get on your level, Green Machine. I need to get on your level. But yay, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. The figure with the cross. Okay, so the king's the one with the cross, and the queen's got the crown, right? Okay, I always get them mixed up. When I was a kid, I could only play one game of chess before having to stop. It really tires the brain out. Yeah. It is a lot. So yeah, I don't know why it became the only thing I could do on those commutes. But anyway, the bishops look sad, yes. That's true. That's how you know the bishops, because they're the ones with the little dent that makes them look sad. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been really, really fun. My next YouTube live stream will be at the start of November, and I think my birthday is the 5th, and that's a Saturday, so I'm assuming that my next stream will be the 7th of November. So it's one of those ones that's a little later in the month than you think it should be, I think. Does that make sense? Is that right? That must be it. Yes, I think that's right. So yeah, my live stream will be whatever the first Monday in November is. That'll be when that is. But I'll be around, in all the places before that. Hoping to have a video up before the end of the week here on YouTube. I've been filming it for over a week now. For a lovely evening, everyone, as Phil says. Oh, thank you, Phil, for the happy birthday. Thank you. A late November mouse, exactly. Yeah, lovely chatting with everyone, as Carolyn says. Thank you so much. You were the first to wish me a happy birthday. You were, Phil. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. So yes, thank you, everyone. Enjoy your evening. Have a fantastic week. Have a wonderful October. And yes, I will see you very soon. Right, take care, everyone. Bye!